MyFantasySportsTalk.com.
Good day, all. Thank you so much for tuning in to the My Fantasy Sports Talk player profiles on our YouTube channel. My name is James Crook. I'm going to be profiling the only Transformer known to play straight in the NFL, one Sir Megatron, aka Calvin Johnson, the superstar wide receiver that has been in the league for almost 10 years now and is finally started to show such an age, as last year was his most injury prone to date. It followed a year before where he missed a couple games as well to just little nagging injuries, but nothing serious. So now this year, subsequently, with the amount of receivers come into the league over the last few years, the number of passing offenses that now are prevalent heavily in the NFL with the rule changes and with the advent of the spread offense moving from college to the NFL. Calvin's kind of been left behind a little bit. He's kind of the forgotten man this year. He's still going in the top 5 to 7 receivers, but that's a huge drop from absolute, without hesitation, number 1 receiver for years and years and years, which is the status that he previously held, was extremely well deserved. I actually love Calvin this year. I think Calvin in the middle of the second round or at a lower price in auctions is a fantastic deal. If he's healthy, he can be right there with Antonio Brown or Odell Beckham or Dez or anyone else. Antonio Brown, here we go. Number 1, I think, will be the number 1 receiver, Antonio Brown. Calvin Johnson, if he plays for 15 to 16 games, can absolutely be on that level. He still has all of his physical abilities. He may be a tiny bit slower, but if you watch him while he was healthy last year, he still made ridiculous plays, consistent. I think the entire Lions offense struggled last year with drops, with bad quarterback play to an extent, with just a struggle in the new offense that they were running. But I really like them to recover this year. I think that the weapons have really improved in general. Golden Tate was an absolute force when Calvin Johnson was out. And now, even when he was back in, albeit not nearly the player he was, and he was the one-man show, Golden Tate's still a great wingman. Amir Abdullah is a fantastic running back. I really love him. He's going to be a nice change of pace, maybe take over the main role from Bell. Joy Bell is still a solid running back. You got to hope Eric Ebron takes the next step. But this all comes down to his health, because if Calvin Johnson's healthy, he's going to get balls, he's going to get touchdowns, he's going to get as many targets as he can handle, and he's going to be a top receiver, period. And if you can get him, again, in the mid to late second round, because people are a little bit scared, personally, I do it. And if you really do feel nervous about it because of the injury risk, draft Golden Tate in the 6th, 7th round. Or high 5th, I guess. That is your handcuff. So if Calvin does go out, Golden Tate's already proven to have done amazing work without him. He's one of the only real handcuffs you can get as a receiver. Maybe like Devontae Adams in Green Bay or Cody Latimer in Denver. There's only a couple, and none of them are nearly as proven as Golden Tate. So I highly recommend going after targeting Calvin Johnson if he falls to you, and then backing that up with Golden Tate, because then Golden Tate can be in your flex / wide receiver 3 position, as well as locking down that Lions receiving core and becoming a number 1 receiver should anything happen to Calvin. Thank you for tuning in. My name is James Crook once again, and you can follow me at ArtOfTheDeal11 on Twitter. I'd love to hear your questions, get some feedback, and just talk to you all about sports. Have a wonderful day.
MyFantasySportsTalk.com.